You've surely observed it. Women who defy the relentless tick of the clock, as if time itself pauses in their presence, whispering, "Not today, ma'am." They harbor a serene inner luminescence that mocks the stark digits stamped in passports, those little bureaucratic tyrants that dare to quantify a lifetime's sparkle. This isn't merely the luck of lineage or genetic lottery. It's rooted in a profound causal weave, a veiled stratum of existence lurking beyond our everyday grasp of typical aging. Forget the lotions and spa rituals that promise eternal youth but deliver mostly empty jars and lighter wallets. We're delving into a mystery Carl Gustav Jung, the Swiss visionary born in 1875, who pioneered analytical psychology and probably rolled his eyes at Botox, would instantly embrace. The soul's essence molds the outer form. The mind etches its signature upon the flesh, turning every wrinkle into a wisdom glyph. This contemplation whispers a gentle rebellion against entrenched views, linking life force to surface veneer, like arguing that a vintage wine's worth is only in its label. The enigma unfolds not in deeds, but in the texture of an inner realm, a scarce spiritual symphony serving as a bulwark against time's erosive tide, which crashes like a bad blind date, inevitable, but not if you're tuned to a higher frequency. As you wander to the close, you'll discern why certain souls blaze eternally, while others dim like fading embers, and chuckle at how timeless lore can reroute your gaze on aging toward uncharted horizons, swapping dread for a sly grin. The genesis? Not the reflective glass that lies with flattering filters, but the radiant core that outshines it, glowing like a secret superpower. A quick nudge. If these echoes stir your spirit, bolster the channel, subscribe, tap that like, and in comments, weave tales of your own sightings, like spotting a time-defying aunt at a family reunion. It fuels our shared conversation, keeping the vibes alive and the algorithm happy. Jung, whose groundbreaking work introduced concepts like introverts and extroverts, bless him for validating my coffee-fueled solitude, archetypes and the collective unconscious, didn't spin metaphors when he linked psyche to physique. He unveiled a tangible truth. Awareness sculpts reality through whispers modernity often ignores, too busy scrolling for the next anti-aging hack. Picture women whose vibrational core elevates them above biology's mundane arcs, like upgrading from economy to first class on the flight of life. Envision a silhouette gliding through a bustling throng, not clamoring for eyes with a megaphone, but curving light like a gravitational pull from a black hole of charisma. Her visage holds echoes of yesteryears, yet blooms with dawn's dew, as if her skincare routine includes midnight chats with her dreams. Her eyes harbor wisdom's epochs alongside a child's playful spark, twinkling like they're in on the universe's best inside joke. This evokes the archetype of luminous femininity, a portrait of a woman whose vitality springs not from calendars, those paper dictators we all resent, but from the soul's eternal spring, bubbling up like an endless spa in her subconscious. Jung charted this voyage via individuation, the alchemy of merging conscious and shadow cells into wholeness, a process that sounds like a self-help seminar, but feels like finding the perfect playlist for a road trip. Travelers on this trail often witness, as the inner self evolves, the outer canvas shifts hues, from drab grays to vibrant sunsets. They incarnate Jung's eternal feminine, a boundless archetype transcending mere cells and sinews, because who needs collagen when you've got cosmic backup? Within them pulses anima mundi, the world's soul, threading all life invisibly, like the Wi-Fi we never see but can't live without. Attuning to this universal cadence, their personal saga harmonizes with vast cosmic verses, turning everyday mishaps into plot twists worthy of a rom-com. Let me spin a quick yarn to bring this home. Meet Eliza, a fictional firecracker from a sleepy Midwest town, who at 52 discovered her inner alchemist during a disastrous garage sale.
Selling off her ex's golf clubs felt like shadow work on steroids. She'd spent years suppressing her wild side, the one that craved midnight baking sprees and spontaneous road trips, until one rainy afternoon, she let it out, baked a towering cake of regrets and danced in the sprinkles. Lo and behold, her laugh lines deepened, but her skin, it started glowing like she'd mainlined moonlight. Eliza's secret? Not the cake, though carbs are underrated, but embracing that shadow self, turning what-ifs into why-nots with a wink and a whisk. Suddenly, neighbors whispered she looked a decade younger, and she just chuckled. "Darlin', it's not the flower, it's the freedom." Ancient mystics proclaimed, "Mind shapes time's flow, and time rewires the vessel it inhabits, like a DJ remixing your playlist mid-dance." These women share a gift, transmuting scars into luminous wisdom and tender might, sans resentment sting, which, let's be honest, is the emotional equivalent of a bad perm nobody asked for. Where disillusionment mires, most like quicksand in a self-pity swamp, they orchestrate soulful sorcery, forging light from anguish with the flair of a Vegas magician pulling hope from a hat. Recall a survivor of sorrows, her countenance softened with quiet grace, as if grief had been her personal Michelangelo, chiseling beauty from marble. Or picture vivacious Vivian, our next tall tale, a bustling New York editor who, post-divorce at 48, faced her pain like a bad plot twist in her own novel. Instead of binging rom-coms, guilty as charged, she dove into Jung's active imagination, conversing with her inner critic over imaginary tea, who turned out to be a grumpy but wise old owl demanding better boundaries. The result? Vivian's once furrowed brow smoothed as she laughed off the owl's sass. "Honey, if critics built character, I'd be Superman by now." Months later, colleagues swore she was aging backward, attributing it to her bookish glow. Spoiler, it was the tea, and the tears turned tonic. She embraced existence fully, employing Jung's active imagination, dialoguing creatively with hidden depths to avert psychic stagnation and premature wilt, because nobody wants their soul collecting dust like forgotten gym memberships. The Greeks parsed time twofold: Chronos, the metronomic march most heed, ticking like a judgmental metronome at karaoke night; Kairos, the hallowed instant of pivotal grace where metamorphosis blooms, like that eureka moment when you nail the high note. These enigmatic eternals dwell chiefly in Kairos' embrace, sipping its nectar while Chronos waits patiently outside. Chronos grazes them pragmatically, yet bows to their core, like a butler, not a boss. Initiation demands confronting the shadow, per Jung, embracing concealed facets we'd rather bury under a pile of someday to-do lists. Suppression saps vigor, etching weariness and brows, slumps and strides, turning you into a human question mark. The luminous one integrates shadows seamlessly, birthing inner work's elixir, wholeness that beams forth unbidden, like accidentally leaving the fridge light on all night. Ceasing internal strife, vitality surges to mend and revive, because why waste energy on civil wars when you could host a peace party? Features soften into innate allure, eyes gleam like rediscovered treasures, stance aligns, not flaunting poise, but embodying tranquil being, the kind that makes rush hour traffic feel meditative. Yet deeper lies time's very tapestry, woven with threads only the attuned can tug. Psyche dances to its own chronology, a sultry tango ignoring the wall clock. Jung's synchronicity, serendipitous alignments hinting at non-linear cause, like bumping into an old friend right when you need advice, guides these rarities beyond linear bounds, where coincidence is just the universe's cheeky autocorrect. They've nurtured a watchful ego, detached from frenzy, yet immersed, like a lifeguard at a pool party, vigilant but ready to cannonball. This anchor permits viewing senescence sans fusion, paradoxically slowing its creep through lucid sight, because staring down aging is like negotiating with a toddler. Acknowledge it calmly, and it throws fewer tantrums. They co-script their eras, not endure as prey, penning chapters with flair instead of footnotes. Bridging this, the transcendent function, conduit twixt aware and veiled, fostering true renewal, like a cosmic Uber connecting split personalities. A temporal cocoon envelops them. Years advance, but sync to soul's cadence over mechanical metronomes, turning the calendar into a suggestion, not a sentence. Doubtless, you've crossed paths with such ageless enigmas in American life. Think of Meryl Streep, whose timeless poise at 76 radiates from decades of introspective roles that make us all want to journal our grocery lists. Or Helen Mirren, embracing silver strands with unapologetic verve, proving age enhances rather than erodes, like a fine whiskey that bites back better. They stride with gravitas born of inner toil, each step a mic drop on mediocrity.
Subtle cue, unearthed personal resonances here, like that time your grandma outdanced the DJ. Endorse with sub and thumbs up. Comment kindred vibes. Your narratives steer our next dive, and who knows, you might inspire the sequel. Science trails Jung's prescience, playing catch-up like a kid chasing fireflies. Epigenetics reveals emotions tweak gene expression sans DNA tweaks, proving your bad breakup can literally rewrite your blueprint. Yikes or yay. Chronic fret hastens cellular decay, turning cells into overworked interns, while serenity and delight spur rejuvenation, like hitting refresh on your browser after a crash. Telomeres, chromosomal guardians, respond to mental weather, shortening under duress like frayed shoelaces, lengthening in calm as if meditating with monks. Studies like Harvard's 2023 findings affirm stress accelerates epigenetic clocks, measurable via blood markers, while mindfulness practices rewind them by years. Because who wouldn't trade a spa day for a soul spa? Jung's collective unconscious fuels these women's revival, tapping ancestral archetypes, sustaining femininity across eons, like inheriting grandma's recipe book, but for superpowers. This linkage mirrors biological boon, quicker regeneration, sustained elasticity, keeping you bouncy like a well-loved yoga ball. Those linked to self, wholeness's blueprint, exhibit metrics like balanced cortisol, stress's nemesis, muted inflammation, robust repair, turning the body into a self-healing workshop. Soul safeguards somatic youth. No fable, but psyche soma unity Jung championed lifelong. Alter one, the other follows, like dominoes in a delightfully disastrous chain. Jung invoked psyche's sacred role, not dogmas, but daily divinity, spotting halos in your morning coffee steam. Alive herein, body becomes awareness's shrine. Reverence shields on quantum scales, where particles high-five your positive vibes. The luminous masters letting die, shedding obsolete script sans clutch, like decluttering your closet of that dress from '98, freeing up space for sequence. Life phases summon inner eclipses and dawns, navigated with elegance, not defiance, because resistance is futile, but a good cry laugh, priceless. Amid burdens that bow others, she cultivates detached mindfulness, cherishing growth's nourishers, freeing rest ere it carves furrows and glooms, turning baggage into carry-on chic. This extends to societal guises. Jung's persona, essential veil, like a polite poker face at Thanksgiving, risks engulfment if you forget its costume, not skin. She dons it like autumn leaves, fleeting, fitting, rustling off when the wind changes. Her psyche hosts eternal feminine's autonomous weave, independent yet developmental, an inner boardroom where intuition votes first. It wards rigidity, honoring femininity's cycles over linear thrusts, because zigzags make for better stories than straight lines. Via transcendent bridge, she charts thirds beyond duels, Young, old, eternal rookie, bloom fade, perpetual spring, brimming void, full of invisible ink. Near her, time befriends, a waltz, not war, with spins that leave you dizzy in the best way. Her aura eases all, like slipping into fresh sheets after a long day. Jung might spy the wise woman's archetype, vessel of perennial insight, not a crystal ball gazer, but a compass for the soul's foggy mornings. Sustained by unconscious streams, visions, epiphanies, hunches, align with profound unfoldings, sidestepping surplus decay, like GPS rerouting around traffic jams of the heart. Essentially, a Jungian tapestry harmonized, threads knotted with care. Opposites unite, inner masculine, feminine poise, yin-yang brunch buddies, light and shadow truce, frenemies turned allies, might and vulnerability blend as psychic alchemy, transfiguring touchpoints into gold standard glow-ups. Visage turns living mandala, self's emblem, spinning stories in every curve. Symmetry? Inner balance is fruit, not genes alone, though if DNA dealt aces, bonus points. Gazes glow, myriad fragments fused, like a mosaic from mismatched thrift finds. Stark in suffering's lens, where pain could be the villain's monologue, where woes etch bitter lines like a grumpy cartoonist, she adopts reverent stance. Wounds seed cures, thorny roses anyone? Crises birth awakenings, phoenix from the fax machine? Nuanced emotion, sifting growth's allies from trauma's anchors, permits profound feeling sans submersion, grieving sans abyss. Hello, waterproof mascara of the soul. Ire sans venom, spicy, not scorching. Maturity curbs aging's inflammatory storms, because nobody needs a cellular riot on top of Monday blues. No pain denial, tensile poise amid polarities, anchored in now, shunning shortcuts like crash diets for enlightenment. Nerves regulate, attuning heart coherence, breath, pulse, feeling in sync, boosting hormones, immunity, renewal, turning your ticker into a love song on repeat. Psychic harmony heals flesh, proving the best medicine is a good belly laugh at your own plot holes. If kindred, gift sub and like. Comment resonances. We plot onward, co-authoring the adventure. Jung's unified cosmos, all interwoven like a giant family reunion quilt, shines in her being. Micro-macro wed. Personal shift tunes to cosmic laws. Aging ebbs in nature's eternal rhythms. Less sprint, more scenic stroll. Archetypal labor. Practical, yielding vigor. Like gym reps for the ghost in the machine. Hence archetypal sustenance. One life backed by matriarchal legacies. Echoes of great aunts whispering you got this across centuries. Laughter echoes eternal feminine, psyche's cornerstone per Jung. Giggles that could disarm a dragon. At times, greater voices channel through. Divine she, herself as conduit, broadcasting wisdom like a pirate radio for the soul. Requires porous ego, firm for selfhood, no wobbly foundations, open for beyond, doors ajar, not barricaded. Attained, clarity spills borders, flooding doubts with daylight. Conjunctio, mystic union of poles, birthing sage's air, refreshed self melding lore and Genesis' zest, like wisdom with a side of whimsy. Form attests inner accord, body as billboard for the breakthrough. Symbolic living, Jung's gem, events as significance bearers, turning spilled coffee into a Rorschach revelation, shields void's desiccation, because emptiness is just space for the next plot twist. Days as renewal rites, morning rituals minus the guilt, bonds as evolution mirrors, friends who call your bluff kindly, trials as insight spans, wastes not,
fueling growth like premium gas in a sports car. Vitality infuses presence, making you the room's unintended North Star. Jung postulated psyche's innate wholeness pull, activatable consciously, like flipping a switch from survive to thrive. Repair radiates outward, reshaping not just guise, but bodily abode, from tense knots to fluid flow. Coda rings clear. Youth's fount? No mythic map chased by Indiana Jones wannabes, but awareness state open to all braving individuation. Shadow meet, awkward family reunion. Light reunite, long-lost pals hug. Autopilot abandon, ditch the cruise control for manual thrills. These women attune to psychic depths, archetypal allies, cheerleaders in the collective unconscious, transcendent ties like sky hooks for the stuck. Their bloom, spirits ripened form, juicy and unapologetic. Alchemists dubbed opus contra naturam, defying rote nature to unveil verity, like hacking the matrix with heart. Beside them, revelation, flesh mirrors mind's ascent, a chance for any intrepid soul voyager, no VIP pass required, no elite enclave, resolve inward, pack snacks, practice daily reps, patience, a marathon, not a microwave, self-compassion suffice, your own hype squad. Spot your yearnings, like that itch for more than mirror check mornings. Cheer with sub, like, comments. What snagged you? Steps now. Gratitude.